What's going on with Ariana Grande?
It doesn't take a genius to know that something is really wrong with Ariana Grande. All you need is a pair of eyes, and any compassion for other human beings. Although she's been famous for the vast majority of her life, Ariana has never enjoyed the other aspects that go with being in the spotlight, outside of the joy of being an artist and performer. Even if she didn't savor the prying eyes that go with being a celebrity, there was always a sense that she was resilient enough to deal with it.
It was almost a bit rude, and they asked if when you go to McDonald's people give you crowns, which seems cruel to me.
I don't go to McDonald's.
Does it bother you does it bother you at all that you look so much younger than your age? Because some girls don't like it.
No, I don't really focus too much on that. I think if I did, I would be giving into my ego, and then I would be like very not productive. I feel like I want to spend my time on other things. But also, I feel like I'm in this because I like making music, not because I want to be a supermodel. If I look young, then that'll help me out when I'm 40 and I look 30.
And ultimately, she would have to be. While famous singers are just people like anyone else, and therefore all have their own burdens to shoulder, Ariana's life has been mired in tragedies, and she has truly endured a lot in the past 10 or so years. At times, she was able to use humor as the defense mechanism to smile through the pain.
You really don't do contacts. I mean, you do mostly, but you wear big glasses.
Nah, if I'm honest, I don't want to see. I'm good, man. I've seen enough. I'm sorry.
That line, especially on the internet. Oh my goodness, bro. There's a lot. I keep thinking that I've seen everything, but wow.
I've seen enough.
There has been a dramatic shift in Ariana. Gone is the feisty woman who took on the critics and triumphed over her trauma. Now, she seems fragile, lost, and is being treated like she may break at any second by those around her.
The deluxe edition is in the can. What's the next step?
The next step is the next step. It means it must come out. You know, it's been.
Do you have a release date?
You know what? I love you. You're so naughty. What are you doing?
Because we want new music. So just give me a date. Give me a date. I won't tell anyone. I won't tell anyone.
You know, just keep your eyes peeled.
To your social media.
And now, people are incredibly concerned about what's going on with her, to the point that some fans are wondering if her life is in jeopardy.
Ariana Grande, she does look different, right? If you're not an expert, let's say you're not a health or nutrition expert, you're not a psychologist, you can look at the pictures and say she has gotten thinner and thinner and thinner. And people online, people of different generations are comparing her to Karen Carpenter.
Also, it looks like she's getting more paler. More pale. It's not doing her any good. Well, this is what we'll be reacting to today, guys. Let's get into this intro. I'm Kanye Tones. Please make sure to subscribe. Click on that notification bell and let me know what you think about this video now.
They're comparing her to Twiggy.
It's your boy Luesta, and this is why everyone is worried about Ariana Grande. If all you knew about Ariana's current era was all that she was saying in interviews, you'd assume that she was thriving. Ahead of the release of her new album, Petal, Ariana said the anger over everything she'd experienced was more apparent in her music than ever before.
Also, I wrote from a place that I don't usually, I feel like, which was like an unfiltered rage that I think we all feel sometimes. I usually am too shy to tap into that, and I think this time I kind of just didn't filter as much as I usually do. I usually do a lot of rewrites and make things a little kinder, a little less, whatever, direct. But this time I didn't.
But by the time that
Yeah, essentially you try to, brush off the lyrics to ensure that they're as clean as possible, to emphasize what you're kind of entailing in the story. Like you want your story to kind of be given out there, but at the same time, she having to be a child, a teen celebrity, it kind of brought in a different aspect of her in her life. If I'm gonna say something, I'm gonna have to be careful with what I say.
she dropped a music video for the album's title track. Her gaunt, skinny appearance sparked deep-seated concern over her well-being. And suddenly, it was all that social media could talk about in terms of what could be done to avert a tragedy. She's literally dying in front of our eyes, and her team needs to step in and take care of her instead of pushing her full steam ahead. I hope she's willing to take the help. She is wasting away. Where are her parents, handlers? Someone needs to stage an intervention. Looking back, it seemed like she probably expected some of this chatter around the video, even using a portion of it to combat some of the speculation being flung her way. But the clip still caused enough controversy that IG provided a community note, which directed where other people in her predicament could get help. And while there are some people who are so infatuated with celebrities that they see them as infallible, some of her own stans are unable to abide by what they're seeing. What the fuck is wrong with Ariana? I'm kind of worried as a loyal fan, while others aren't so sympathetic. As humans, we are supposed to point out when people are hurting themselves. The response was so inescapable that it led to her team to make a decision. In a statement published just days after the music video went live, it was revealed that she would be retreating from public life once her current obligations were wrapped up.
I think it's definitely best that she actually steps aside and for a while. Your mental health is very important when it comes to this industry. And essentially, it'll go from it harming your mind to your body. It just depends, Kuti, what's going to happen next. You know, these people need to have other people there with them to actually support them during tough time. I know what it feels like. And unfortunately, each time I kept thinking that, oh, hey, I could trust this person. I could trust this person. They were just stabbing me in the back every single time.
Statement, they said that Grande will be taking a step back from visibility after she completes the Eternal Sunshine tour. She looks forward to finish.
This is the problem. She wasn't even supposed to finish the tour. I feel like, respectfully, all the fans, I understand they bought tickets. Her obligation is to ensure that she delivers this tour and everything. But at the same time, they can see that she's not okay. They can see that she's not well. And yeah, no, I don't think the team should have been like, yo, listen, if it means like, you know, what's this thing for when you giving back a refund? Like, the team would have said, hey, we're gonna give everybody a refund, and yeah, that's just how it's gonna go. You take a mental break, relax, go out. If you have to travel, go travel with your family or go see your family. Guys, let me tell you something about mental health. People don't understand how important it is for you to see your family. I see my family every now and then, every opportunity I can. Every opportunity I take, I'm gonna see it. You need to take care of your mental health, guys.
The tour and ending it on a high note, both healthily and happily, and then taking a much-deserved break from public-facing work and appearances. Grande has also dropped out of Stephen Sondheim's West End revival of Sunday in the Park with George, which she was set to star in alongside Jonathan Bailey. The hope is that after everything that's happened, Ariana will take the time that she needs to get help. If this was an isolated incident, then it maybe appeared to be an overreaction from the public, and they should maybe back off to enable her to get on with her life. But this was not a new development, but an ongoing transformation across all aspects of her life that's been happening for years now. It's hard to reconcile the gentle, soft-toned Ariana from who she was during her initial run of success as a pop star. Once she penned albums called Dangerous Woman or Positions, now titles like Eternal Sunshine and Petal radiate a much different energy. The change isn't just artistic either. Her personality and mannerisms have shifted as well, now appearing gentle and timid. This is a wild shift from the days where she spoke with a bona fide black scent.
Kiyomi, get your in here. Come on, girl.
Alright, just funny.
Rumor mill for a second.
Girl!
What's the craziest? Has anyone said anything to you about Mac?
You know, I love my Mac lipstick. This is the Mac I'm here to talk about today, girl. Come on. I'm like, that's my cookie. That's my juice, okay? Carry on. Thank you, next. That's what this baby picture says.
Hurt right back. A lot of people are talking about it.
Yeah.
And then you said,
Well, yeah, because people took my quote and made a headline out of it. I know what y'all do.
of course.
And it's safe to say that her capacity for shifting into an entirely new identity isn't lost on audiences. We've gotten so many versions of Ariana to a point, I don't even remember the last time she actually was Ariana Grande. Honestly, we wouldn't even know. Over the years, it even led to speculation that she may be suffering from some kind of personality disorder. But there is another viable explanation. Rather than being another condition, the many changes we've seen could be a response to all the trauma she's endured. The effects of what she's endured over the years is undeniable. Even sharing a brain scan in 2019, which depicted how much it had been ridden with PTSD. And while the cynics watching this might think that she's a millionaire who's lived a charmed life, it's undeniable that her life hasn't been all straightforward. The child of divorced parents from the age of 8, Ariana is a child star who first appeared in a Broadway musical at the age of 15. Afterwards, she was recruited to appear as Cat Valentine in the show Victorious, as well as the spin-off Sam and Cat.
This guy was a creep. He had a infatuation for feet, but in an extremely weird way.
An era that has now had the joy sapped out of it for the kids who watch those shows by the news that there was unsavory misconduct behind the scenes. Even in Ariana's case, some clips from the past looked pretty creepy and suggestive.
Have you ever said something, like a sentence, and thought to yourself, wow, like, I bet nobody else on earth has ever said those exact words that I just said? That happens to me a lot. So now, just for fun, I'm gonna say 3 sentences that I bet not one person has ever...
That toy that she's carrying is very suggestive. And it's not surprising that Ariana Grande is actually the way she is right now. I mean, if in such a case like this, I mean, how can you not? Obviously, you'd be feeling some type of way, especially the pressure of being an artist. You know, you're a pop star, popular pop star. You know, on top of that, you're well known as an actor. And then, like, it's just crazy. You have to deliver every single time. No matter what, you cannot f up. I think, I'm pretty sure there's more to this video. It's just that I think I believe this context is enough to make you guys realize there might be something wrong with Ariana Grande. If you want to finish off this video, I'll leave the link in the description below. Guys, if you're struggling with mental health, please seek someone, speak to someone. You don't need to fight alone. I've been Cannula Tones, and I'll see you guys in the next video.
Better play the game just the way you started. Then what will you say? Oh, I'm sorry, pardon. I feel so amazing. This moment's crazy. Hope it lasts for ages. Hope this feeling that I have will never change.